Hello everyone, this is Divesh Goyal, practicing company secretary from Delhi. Welcome all of you on my YouTube channel. Again, on the discussion of the latest amendment by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So already since last 1 month, we have seen so much. We have discussed about the online filing of the AOC-4, MGT-7, so many things. Even day before yesterday, I had a webinar in which we have discussed about the AOC-4, how what are the modalities, how it can be filed, whether it is offline, online, everything we have discussed. And even yesterday, I have uploaded a video of the demo of how to fill the offline form AOC-4. But as promised in the day before yesterday webinar, today we are having a live webinar on the demo filing of the AOC-4. How the AOC will file, we will show you the step by step, the process one by one, and we will prepare the form. We will go up to the uploadation, and you can say up to the payment module. We will show you everything on the AOC-4. So again, thank you for joining this webinar. Just one thing, if during the webinar anyone have any question, anyone have any query, please don't hesitate. Write your query and question immediately in the chat box. We will take up that simultaneously along with the webinar, and if required at the end of the webinar. We have already received so many questions from the professionals through the Google form, through the WhatsApp group, that is Gyan Gurukul, and other social media platform. We will try to cover those questions already in my this we can say webinar. But along with that, I really want your queries also so that we can discuss on that. One more thing, many person has messaged me and social media and WhatsApp group Gyan Gurukul regarding the draft format of the director's report and the draft format of the auditor's report. So I just want to update you the draft format of the director report for small company, for non-small company, and for public company. I have already published on my blog, that is www.csdiveshgoyal.com. Still, anyone want the word copy? I have already circulated the link of the Google form in my WhatsApp groups and the social media. You can fill the Google form. So whenever I will prepare this type of any new, you can say draft, you will get through the mail. So we have already published, and we have covered one more thing in those director reports and the auditor report, that we have compared them with the section as well as the e-director report and e-auditor report. So when at the time when you will prepare your annual filing form, your e-director report, e-auditor report, you don't have to find out again and again that which point of the your auditor report and director report you have to mention in the e-auditor report and director report, because in our director report and auditor report, I have already mentioned the point number of the electronic director report and electronic auditor report. So it will be easy for you to copy paste from the your copy from the electronic form. But there are the some limitation which is really part of this AOC-4 demo webinar. There are certain limitation of the word in the electronic director report and electronic auditor report, as on the maximum points of the electronic auditor report, it does not accept more than 500 or 5,000 words. So that can be a difficulty because our auditor report and the director reports are not the word constant, but electronic forms are the word constant. So we have to find out the solution, like we can mention the half paragraph and then we can mention the complete will mention at that point of our attached director report or attached auditor report. So accordingly, we have to work it out. So definitely these are the new filing, these are the new forms, so many new difficulties will be there, so many new things will be there. So it's on us that we have to go further and we have to do it. This is the first year everyone gonna face so many difficulties, so many things, but hope so we will do it and we will face it. So let me start the demo of the filing of the AOC-4 offline mode and online mode. I will also discuss what is the difference between offline mode and online mode. So one by one, let's move further towards our filing. So let me just share my screen so that I can show you everything. So for the filing of the AOC-4 and MGT-7 in whatever form now under Companies Act, all such form will be filed on the MCA V3 portal. That is this portal. Now there is no V2 portal. V2 portal has already been closed on the 17th June. We can say 17th June was the death date of the V2 portal because that is no more here. And 14th July, since these forms has been introduced on the MCA V3 portal. So 14th July and 17th June both are going to be the historic date for our professional. So for filing of any form on the MCA V2 portal, we have to log in. Without login, you cannot file and even prepare any form on the MCA V3 portal. So first thing you have to do, you have to create a login. Now the question arises, from whose login you can file the annual forms on the MCA V3 portal. Number one, you can file the annual forms from the business user ID of a professional. From a professional business user ID, you can file the annual form on MCA V3 portal. Number two, you can use the staff ID of the professional, and through that also you can file the business user form, file the annual form. Number three, from the ID of the company, you can create the ID of the specific company and you can file the form from there also, and that is always better. As per me, if you create the ID of the company, that is much better option, because you will not get confused, and no, it's like one person is one time using that ID. And third thing, you can file it from the login ID of the director. So it's on you whose login ID you will create, whether you will create the login ID of the director, whether you will create the login ID of the professional or from the company. So all the options are there. So as I can see, more than 100% are live there on the webinar. Thank you so much for everyone for joining this. And someone asking me to convert it into the Hindi. So I just want to say, sir, I'm doing this webinar for the audience throughout the country. So I think English is the language which everyone is aware, but sometimes we get confused in the Hindi. But one thing is there, now YouTube having a good option. After this webinar, I will upload this video on my YouTube channel. And in YouTube video, these are having an option to convert from the language. So by using that option, you can convert the English language into Hindi and you can listen it. So it's not required to create the double video for the same. So let's move. First, you have to log in on the MCA website. Then you have to go to the MCA services column. Let me go into the home first. So MCA website, click on the, take your cursor on the MCA services, don't click. Then take your cursor to the company e-filing. Then in the company e-filing, there is the approval annual filing option is there. So under the annual filing, you can see the forms. Let me just show you. I've just tried to just make it short. So here you can see. So MCA server, then company e-filing, then annual filing. In annual filing, here you can see AOC-4 financial statement and other document, and other is financial statement and other document offline. Now, many person has asked the question, why two option, online and offline? So let me just tell you, AOC-4 one of the biggest form of the Companies Act. So we have to mention so many information in AOC-4, or many information from the financial statement point of view, like balance sheet, like P&L, so many figures we have to mention. So it may happen if you are preparing then online AOC-4, network issues is there, site issue is there, site is getting a log out while you are preparing, because it takes a lot of time to prepare this form. So to save the time and to help the fraternity and the corporates from that issues, they have given an option for the online and offline filing, both options. Online filing is like you are doing the incorporations, you are filing the other form of the MCA-V3, that everything is the online. But in the offline filing, this is the new option. Practically, this is available for only two form under Companies Act, AOC-4 and MJD-7. For the other forms, offline option is not there. In the offline option, what you have to do, you have to start preparing the form here only. Approximately 20% information you have to fill online, and the remaining information after that you can mention in the offline. The Excel will be downloaded by the system. I will show you one by one, step by step, everything. So don't worry about that. I'm just briefing so that it can clear our concept. Offline and online, both options are available for these two forms. So I'm not going into online, because online is same like other form which we are doing for the other companies. We will go for the offline because we want to see how the Excel will be downloaded, how we have to fill the Excel, how we have to upload the Excel. Only just one thing I want to tell you to move further for the demo. Now, AOC-4 is not an individual form. Now, AOC-4 is a form like incorporation form. Like once you will prepare the complete AOC-4 and you will save it, then the other forms will be open, like electronic director report, electronic auditor report, AOC-1 if it is applicable on you, AOC-2 if it is applicable on you, CSR-2 if it is applicable on you, and AOC for CFS, AOC for the consolidated financial statement if it is applicable on you. So now all these are the linked form. AOC-4 is not an individual form now. So make sure that all linked form you fill properly. And even though the director report and auditor report are the electronic mode also. But still you have to attach the PDF director report and PDF auditor report. They have not removed it because electronic auditor report and electronic director report is an extract of the auditor report and director report. PDF is still mandatory. So let me start the process. First, let me click on the financial statement and other document offline. So once you will click, this form will be open. Let's start to filling the form. Name of the company. So I'm mentioning a random company name. Once I mention the name of the company, the address is there, the email ID is there. Earlier, if you have noticed under V2 portal, there was an option to update this email ID. There was an option to mention the email ID, but this option has been closed now. Now you cannot change the email ID by the annual form. If you want to change the email ID, you have to follow the separate process. I have already uploaded a video on that in this YouTube channel. That is a just 5-minute video. So if you want to understand to change the email ID, you can go through that video. Let me just select the financial year. Step by step we will follow in this video, and I will try my best to show you the complete date of board of director meeting in which financial statement are approved. Let me just select 1st July. Nature of the financial statement. Here I am selecting adopted financial statement, not any revision. Revision is not allowed without NCLT approval. Whether provisional financial statement are filled? No. Whether adopted in adjourned meeting? No. Signatory details. I have to mention the signatory details now. I have to mention the DIN number. It will all automatically pick. Now I have to select the designation. Earlier, if you have seen, this much of designation was not showing. So now the designation is there. Date of signing of financial statement, I have mentioned. So we know financial statement is required to be signed by at least 2 directors. Other companies, whether they are having the KMP, MD, need to be signed by that. But I have just picked a small company, so at least 2 director signature is mandatory. I have mentioned the name of the 2 persons. Date of board of director meeting in which board report referred. Let me just say that my board report also approved in the same meeting, that is 1st July. Now the person, name of the person who have signed the director report. Again, I have to select the designation and the date. This is same like earlier we were doing in the V2 portal. It just now these categories has been increased. Earlier these categories was not there. So I have mentioned this. Date of signing of the report by the auditor, I will consider it as the same date. Although it can be a different date. Date of signing of financial statement by the director and date of signing of financial statement by the auditor can be different. With the annual general meeting held, I said yes. If yes, date of AGM, I said that my AGM is today only. And due date of AGM, generally for everyone, it is September as per the provision, that is 6-month or 18-month provision. Whether an extension is granted, no. See, if I will click on the extension, yes, now it will ask for the SRN of the GNL1. So once I will mention the SRN of the GNL1, new date will be automatically appear. But here we are not having any extension, so I am mentioning no. And click on the save button. The data had been added successfully. Let me move further. Whether company is a subsidiary company as defined, I said no, I'm not a subsidiary of any other company. Whether company is having a subsidiary or associate, I said yes. Just to demo you, I'm just clicking it. Just let me give a disclaimer. All this data is we can say hypothetical data. It is nothing relating to the company. So I'm just hypothetically mentioning the information just to help you and just to show you. So I'm just clicking it yes, because I want to show you the consolidated financial statement form also. That's why I'm clicking yes. SRN of ADT1. Now this is a new requirement. Now you have to mention the SRN of ADT1. Once you will mention the SRN of ADT1, all the information of the auditor will be automatically filled. And one important thing is here, as we know, for the first auditor, it is not required to file the form ADT1. So in case of the first auditor case, you can mention Z999. In other case, it is mandatory to mention the SRN. And that SRN will be auto-checked by their system whether for the financial year for which you are filing this form, whether this auditor appointment form is related to that financial year or not. So it will be very important that proper ADT1 is filed. And one more thing, in case except first auditor or except auditor in the casual vacancy, in all other cases, auditor cannot be appointed for a period less than 5 years. So make sure that for the SRN which you are mentioning, In that SR, an auditor has already been appointed for the 5 years. Detail of the members signing the above form. I'm mentioning my name, although I'm not a chartered accountant, I'm not a statutory auditor. Just for a random purpose, we are filling the form, so I'm mentioning my detail. Type of identity, industry, commercial industry. Schedule 3 applicable, they themselves select yes. Whether consolidated financial statement required or not. Although this is a small company, but just to show a demo, I have already selected yes, I have a subsidiary. So I have to select yes, I'm preparing the consolidated financial statement also. Whether companies maintaining books on related paper in electronic form, as on date 99.99 companies are preparing everything in electronic mode. So I have mentioned it in that is the electronic mode. I'm just mentioning the random information. Disclosure about related party transaction. Whether any transaction entered with related party, I will say yes. Doesn't matter that transaction is the ordinary course or arm's length. It is just asking whether any transaction, I'm saying yes. In case of the government company, I'm not a government company, I'm mentioning not applicable. Segment reporting CSR, I'm saying no, it is not applicable on me. If I will say it is applicable, then other information, the CSR2 will be open, but I'm not selecting it. Whether secretarial audit is applicable, no. So this is the 20%, approx 20% information of the total AOC-4 which we have filled online. For the offline form, I will click save. That I did successfully. Once I will click submit. See, as I said, these are the link form. As I have already clicked yes on the AOC-4 CFS. That's why after clicking on OK button, directly the link form AOC-4 CFS will be open like this. And see, other electronic forms are also there. AOC-1, AOC-2, extract of the auditor report, extract of the board report. So let me fill this in 2 minutes. So again, this information we have to fill. Date of board of director meeting in which consolidation financial statement approved. I will say same in my case. And again, I will mention all the information, like mention the detail of the director who is signing it. So all these details. And one more thing, as I'm mentioning in meantime, as you have mentioned all this information in the electronic form, and you will download the offline Excel form for this. After download, if you feel, oh, I mentioned any information wrong while preparing the e-form, then you cannot make those changes in your Excel file. First, you have to come online on your ID. You have to edit from here, and you have to again generate the Excel. So for the approximately this 20% information, you cannot make changes in the Excel sheet. I have mentioned all this information. S7 of ADT1 again. Name of the auditor, again I'm mentioning my name. Again I'm giving a disclaimer. I'm not a chartered accountant, statutory auditor. This is a random form I'm preparing. Whether Schedule 3 is applicable, yes. Commercial and industrial activity, no. Sectoral audit, no. See, now I will save this. Once I will click on submit, it will ask to generate the next form AOC-1. AOC-1 is applicable only in the cases when the company is having an associate or subsidiary. If your company is not having associate and subsidiary, then you don't have to prepare the AOC-1. As in the demo form, I have selected yes, I am having a subsidiary. That's why it is generating the AOC-4. If I will select no, then it will not generate the AOC-1. AOC-1, now it is here. Again, some basic information we have to fill. Further, we have to fill in the Excel sheet. Number of subsidiaries, I am mentioning 1. Number of subsidiaries which are yet to commence business, 0, which are strike of 0. Number of associates, I am mentioning 1, then 0. Again, submit. Now it is asking AOC-2. AOC-2 is showing because we have selected yes in the related party transaction. So AOC-2, it is asking number of contract and transaction not at arm's length basis. I will mention 0. Generally, if we mention not an arm's length basis, even a single transaction, that is against the law. In that case, auditor will qualify our auditor report also. So make sure maximum time this should be 0. If it is 1, auditor report will be qualified. Material related party transaction, I said 1. Let me just give a brief here. Now it is asking for the material related party transaction. Although materiality is not defined under Companies Act for the related transaction, But Section 188 of the Companies Act is giving us some limit. If you are doing the transaction above this limit, you require the special resolution by the general meeting. So we can consider those limit as our materiality. And if our transaction with related party crossing that limit, we should say our transaction with the related party is a material related party transaction. So I clicked on the submit. Now it is showing extract of auditor report. This will always be there. The standalone extract of the auditor report will always be there. Doesn't matter whatever you have selected into the form, because auditor report is mandatory for all company. Whether qualification, reservation, adverse remark, disclaimer, I said no. Whether company's auditor report is applicable, I said yes. Then it is submit. Now it is showing me extract of the consolidated auditor report. This is showing because I have selected consolidation yes. If I will select consolidation no, it will not appear here. Qualification, I will say no. General, no. Then next, director report. It will always be there because director report is applicable on each and every company. So whatever option you will select, director report and extra will always be there. Whether company is an official small company, I will say no. Why I am saying no? Because I have already selected that I am having a subsidiary. Number of board meeting, I am saying 5. Number of committee meeting, I am saying 2. Detail of the loan, guarantee, investment or security is given by the company under 186. Whether any loan guarantee is given by the company or security or any other body corporate purchase, I said yes. Are there any reportable transaction on which 186 applies? I say yes. As I said yes, they are asking the tell us the number of transaction. I said 2. Submit. See, I have done everything. I have prepared all the form, not fully. I have prepared all the form approximately 20% because I am going for the offline mode. In the other case, if I will go for the offline mode, all the forms completely I have to prepare on online only. This is just the 15 to 20% of the total form. The total form is very lengthy. I will show you all the Excels now, how much lengthy it is, and it is the time consuming also. So now they said Excel generation completed. Here is the option. Click to download. Let me click to download the Excel. As I click to download, you can see one zip file is downloaded. In this zip file, now I will show you that how much forms are there. Let me just change the screen. So as I said, already zip file is downloaded. In the zip file, let me show you how much folders are showing. I have just opened the zip file. I have opened the zip file and you can see total 7 files are generated. AOC-4, that will always be generated. Auditor report standalone, it will always be generated. Board report will always be generated. So these 3 are mandatory. Always, whenever you will file AOC-4, these 3 files you will see always there. But other files like AOC-1, AOC-2 depend upon what I have selected in AOC-4. Other file like AOC-4 CFS and auditor report consolidated is there because I have selected yes for the consolidation. So this is a complete 7 files. Now one by one, I have to fill all the file. Let me just show you just a brief about some file. Let me just open the Excel. So let me show you how this Excel will look, because that is important to know how it will look at us. Let me just share my screen for the Excel. So best part, their Excel is first giving us the instruction that how to fill this Excel. Number 1, MS Excel version 2021 plus or Office 360 to be added this Excel. So number 1, latest MS Office version is better to fill this file. Second, this is protected Excel. This Excel is protected by so many formulas. So don't go for any deletion or something, and don't delete anything which is already mentioned there. They are suggesting us not to do cut, copy, paste, and they are suggesting us to mention the manual things. But I feel as a professional, there is some issue when we have to prepare the director report and auditor report electronically. Then we definitely go for the copy paste, because if we go for the manual writing, it will be a very lengthy task. So we will definitely go for the copy date. But as already disclaimer given by them, in case of the copy paste, file can be corrupt. Gray field means autofill. Blue field means we have to mention. Date format should be in this format only: date, month, year. So all these instructions we have to read definitely. Don't consider these instructions like you read the lines mentioned at the end of the each form, because we never read that. Please read the instructions. These are very important. So you can see here the AOC-4 completely in the Excel format, and whatever information we have filled online is already filled there. You can see in the gray. Whatever I have filled there, all such information are already filled. Now the point, if I have to make amendment in any of these information, I am not allowed to do so. I cannot make the amendment in any of this information here. If I have to make amendment, I have to again go into my form on my login, and there I have to do edit, and again I have to generate the Excel sheet. So they see. Now, from here, after we have to fill the form, name of the service provider and everything you have to fill. I'm not going into data because you are filling the AOC-4 since data is like that only. Here is the one important point. As I have already shared in my earlier video, I have already shared in the updates form on the social media that from this year, previous year data will be pre-filled. So it is in front of you. This is my previous year, and you can see data is already pre-filled, and a new column is added. Reason for change in the pre-fill figure of the previous reporting period. If you are making any amendment in the previous reporting period information, then you have to mention the reason here. Now, a legal thing I want to tell all of you. As per section 131, no company is allowed to make changes in any financial statement or director report without approval of NCLT. If you will make change like this three into two, you will say what is the major difference? It's just matter of 1 rupees, but that one taking you against the law, because law is saying even for change of any dot in the financial statement director report, you require the approval from the NCLT. So this is your AOC-4. Let me show you the draft of the some other document also. Let me just check you the director report. Let me just share my screen with you to show you the e-director report, which is now part of our regular work. Same here, instructions are given here, and the e-director report is in front of you. Name is already filled. Web address you have to fill. Whether company is OPC in small, I have selected there. It is non-small, so no is there. Number of board meeting I have mentioned there, so it's already filled. I just have to fill this. Same with the committee. Now this disclosure. The matter of this disclosure I have already published on my blog, that is www.csdiveshgoyal.com. Even I have mentioned this point number also in the report, so you can just copy paste and fill your director report. Although as per their instruction, it is also mentioned here also, don't copy paste. Copy paste may corrupt your file. So we should avoid copy paste, but kitna likhenge, so we have to. 24 number column is other matter to be included in director report. If any matter of the director report as per section 134(3) or rule 8 or rule 8A, if it is not covered above, you have to fill here. For the benefit of the professional, for the help to the professional fraternity, in my draft director report, at the end, I have mentioned which are the disclosure of a small company, which you have to mention here, of non-small company, which you have to mention here, of public company, which you have to mention here. So it will be easy for you to do that task. So now you have to fill all these Excels. And after filling of all these Excels, your next task will be uploadation of these Excels on your SRN. First thing, these Excels don't require any DSC or signature. These Excels will be uploaded on the MCA website. So once you will log in, you will go into your SRN. See, we have downloaded from here. Now here's the option to upload. Let me upload it. So let me go for the uploadation. 1 second, let me just copy the path so it will be easy for me to go for the uploadation. AOC-4, it is here. I will click on the upload. So now my Excel is getting uploaded. Now say, as I have selected the wrong file, so it is showing you are uploading the wrong file. I have to select the actual file, which is downloaded by this link only. I have uploaded the other file just to show you. So system will not take the other file. System will take the Excel, which you have downloaded only. other Excel is not possible. So make sure whatever Excel you are downloading, that is perfectly there. Otherwise, if many times it happened due to copy paste or something, we have downloaded some other Excel, but we are uploading the other Excel. In that case, this will not work. Whatever Excel you have downloaded, only that will work here. Let me show you again. Let me just again share my screen. So see, now I'm uploading the actual file. See, now file is getting uploaded. So I have shown you you cannot upload the any other file. Now one thing, I have uploaded this. It may happen I miss some information to mention. It may happen I mentioned any information wrong. Because of that, I'm seeing this red line whenever will show you, it means there is some error in your file. Now what are the error, how you will get to know, because this is a very lengthy file, you have mentioned hundred of figures here, so how you will come to know what error you are getting. So one of the best thing ministry have done, you just have to click this, your error is downloaded now, your error file is downloaded now. Let me just open the error file and let me show you how this error file will appear. See, I'm trying my best to show you each and everything here. See, the error file will be, look at this. You have made the error in part B, part 1, point number this. So this is very good. See, my complete Excel was blank, so there are the lot of errors are there. So generally, definitely it will not there. So make sure whatever you are preparing, prepare it properly. Otherwise, you can see the error and you can resolve the error one by one. So this is the process of the preparation of the offline mode. Now let me show you if you will upload the actual Excel, then how it will appear. Actual Excel will how appear. Let me just show you. I'm taking you on the screen. I have prepared one dummy for you. I have prepared one dummy for you. In that dummy, I show you how to proceed. Let me just share my screen with all of you. Let me just share my screen. So I just log in on the site. I just went up to the same form and you can see submitted because I have already uploaded the Excel, but there is the option. See, AOC-4 Excel. Just 1 minute back, I have shown you I have uploaded an Excel and that Excel shown the error here. But now I have prepared the Excel perfectly, each and every column, and you can see it is perfectly uploaded and showing into the blue column. So this is, and one more thing, this will always be in a sequence. If you getting an error in AOC-4, then you will not able to upload the other thing. So once that this file will be perfectly uploaded, then only I will be able to upload the other file. I will, otherwise I will not. So this is some different form. I have uploaded AOC-4, AOC-2, extract of the auditor report, extract of the board report, because in this form I have not selected the consolidation, so it is not showing you. So I have uploaded all the Excels. Now many times it's happened you want to see your form, your filled form before going to the we can say submission with the ministry. So here is the option. You can just see your form like this by click here. Like I want to see my electronic director report, just click here, your electronic director report in front of you. Excels, whether you have uploaded or not, I can see here. Attachments. Now there is option for the attachment. First, in the column number A, you have to attach the financial statement. See, they have very specifically mentioned, including auditor report and other documents. Practically, even if they will not mention it, still, whenever I talk about financial statement include balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, director report, auditor report, annexed to the auditor report. Just because they have mentioned financial statement word, this is document I have to upload. I don't have any other option. Except that anything else you want to upload, upload in the optional. AOC2, if you are having, you have to upload here also in column number A, because this is the part of the financial statement and you have to upload here also. Extract of the auditor report, even though auditor report extract you have already uploaded here, so you can avoid here. So like this, you can go for the uploadation of the document. After uploadation of the document, you have to proceed for the filing of the form. Once you will click on the proceed, your form will be moved to the next part. So this is the complete process. You can say complete process of preparation of the AOC for filing of the AOC for offline mode. If I will go on the online mode is exactly the replica of the incorporation process. Everything is the online. First, you will prepare the complete AOC4, then you will move to the other. So once this everything attachment will be attached, you have to download the PDF of AOC4, PDF of director report, PDF of auditor report. So you have to download PDF of everything, and you have to affix the DSC. Let me update you how to affix the DSC. AOC4 is required to be affixed DSC of the one director, and if company is a non-small company, then one professional also. Although this is a new form, you may get the error many times it is asking DSC for the small companies also, but legally it is not. Then electronic auditor report and electronic director report. Electronic auditor report and electronic director report also required to be get certified electronically filed by one director. Auditor DSC is not required on that. One director DSC is enough for the electronic director report, electronic auditor report, annexed to the director report. Same with the CSS AOC for CFS also. So this is the complete way out. Once DSC is affixed on the PDF, upload those PDF in your SRN and make the payment to the ROC. This is the complete process. I tried my best in this demo to cover each and everything. Even I just want to update one thing to everyone who is watching. Please listen that thing. As a professional, I am creating these videos only to help the professional fraternity and the corporate, because this is my passion to share the knowledge. So I'm sharing it since last 10 years. I will try my best in next 1.5 years to prepare more videos on everything about the new MCBT. I will try to prepare more videos on the demo filing of the MGT7, demo filing of the ADT1. And if any one of you getting any error, any question, you can mention in the chat box. You can give the questions to me on my WhatsApp group. You can do the questions on the, you can say in the Google form also. If you are looking for the format of the director report, if you are looking for the format of the auditor report, as I already said, you can get that in my blog. And if you will fill the Google form, I will share the same on your email also on the regular basis, or WhatsApp also. So if you are still not part of the WhatsApp group Gyan Gurukul, drop me a message with your name. I will give you the link to join the WhatsApp group Gyan Gurukul. Even we are having the one WhatsApp channel also. Already more than 4,000 members are there. Join that channel also, so that just by that channel you will not miss any update shared by me. We are regularly sharing the adjudication orders brief. We are preparing the adjudication order. We are researching on the adjudication order. We are preparing the brief and sharing with the professional, so everyone can know which type of default ministry is putting the penalties. We are preparing the draft for the professional fraternity on regular basis. We are writing the articles also on the new topic. So once you will be part of the channel and the groups, now you will get it on the regular basis. Now let me take one by one the question asked by the professional, and I must tell you, whoever is online, please be online. Sometime question asked by the other person is really helpful for us. So just 5 to 7 more minutes, please be online and listen the question one by one. Please provide for MGD7 also, as the form is not taking note the future date, draft needed. One thing I want to tell everyone, these are the very new form. 3 years back when ministry come with the MCV3, we have faced so many error. As on date, almost 99% error has been resolved. These are very new forms, so definitely we will face error this year. Let's be a helping hand to the ministry. Whenever we get any error, let's generate the ticket and send them the error, so that they can come to know about the error. They can resolve it. So definitely, Kajalji, I will definitely do a webinar before end of the week on the MDT7 also. And whatever error we are receiving, hope this will be resolved as soon as possible. Someone asked which ID is better for filing the form. See, as a practicing professional, I will say business ID is better for me, so I can file form for all for my client in a single ID. If you are a company secretary of the company, I will tell you to create the ID of the company and file on that ID. Do we need to attach a scanned copy of the signed balance sheet and director report in the form? Yes. A scanned copy of the signed balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, director report, auditor report, annexed to director report is mandatory to attach. In case of the XBRL, same process is required? No. In the XBRL, you have to use any software to create a taxonomy. Then online you have to come. There will be the AOC-4 XBL, very small one-pager form. You have to fill it. There is one change in the AOC-4 XBL this year Ministry have done. Now in the AOC-4 XBRL, it is mandatory to attach signed copy of the financial statement, including director report, auditor for everything. Next question. During the year CSR is not applicable, shall we need to select yes or no? If CSR is not applicable for the financial year 2024-25, select no. Because we are filing the form for financial year 2024-25. So whatever is applicable on the company in 2024-25, we have to select yes or no. If CSR is applicable, do we need to file CSR2 separately or only link form? No. Now, CSR2 is not a separate form. If CSR2 is applicable on you, as you will select yes in AOC4, then CSR2 will also be a linked form with the AOC4. Next question. Do we need to upload signed copy of board report mandatory attached? I already given the answer. That is yes. Kindly let me know what about notice of AGM. Notice of AGM is definitely not mandatory to attach in AOC4 because notice of AGM is not part of the financial statement. But as a recommendatory, you can attach it in the optional. While filing ADT1 for appointment of our auditor, the portal is showing the error. Auditor is already appointed 20 companies. Yes, portal is giving this error, and this is already reported to the ministry. Hope they will resolve this error soon, and we will be able to file other forms. So these are the certain questions I received online. Sir, please highlight the annual filing for a company in the CIRP. Okay. If your company is the CIRP, earlier there was no option for the insolvency professional IP IRP to file the annual forms like this. Earlier they have to file the GNL1 with the attachment. But now, even if the company under CIRP, the insolvency professional file the same form as I have shown you, it just at the end of the form, instead of the director of DSC, they can affix their own DSC. This is the only change. Sir, do we have to follow the same step? No, ma'am. As I already said, the XBRL is not the same process. Yes, you have to go online. You have to go into the MCA services annual filing. You have to click on the AOC for XBRL, and that will be one pager form because you have to use the XBRL software to create the complete taxonomy. Next question: when will be the next webinar will be happen? We will try to have a next webinar on Friday, but in any case, if it is not on Friday, then we will have it on the Monday definitely. Further, join my social media channels, social media and the WhatsApp group. I will update you whenever we will have a new webinar or new video. What is the better to fill online and offline mode? As I have already given this answer at the starting of the session, I'm again saying it is always better as per my experience is the offline mode because online mode is a very big form. There may be so many issues we can face online. So better to get it download and log out your MC ID and prepare the Excel. And best part, if you will go for the offline and you are using the business user ID, you can prepare a form 20% online, then log out and then download Excel and log out. So any other person can download, prepare the form for the other companies only also. But if you will prepare the online, then until unless you will not complete it, if other person will log in, you will be log out automatically. Your manner will be waste. While preparing for ADT1, the pen verification showing error, definitely we will receive so many errors in the coming days. Let's raise the error with the ministry so that they can come to know the error and they can resolve it. Next question, while filing ADT1 appointment, this I have already taken this question. So I have taken all the question and I try my best to discuss step by step. One more thing, I will upload this recording on my YouTube channel. So whenever you want to check this, whenever you want to see this for the reference, you can see this. One last thing I just want to say to everyone as a professional, see, we are doing this as a professional only for the knowledge sharing. We don't have any other motto. We are sharing the knowledge to help our professional fraternity. I just have a request to all of you. Please share this knowledge with your further professionals, and you may share the link of the video also with them. The only purpose so that they can also get the benefit from this video, and they can also you can say do their work properly. So please click on the like and subscribe button and share the link with your circle so that everyone can take the benefit from this video. So thank